Hello and welcome back to the Beanbag Boogie. So this is a solo dolo episode. Hello, Daquana here. I know we missed Delary. Y'all gonna see Delary next week. She's gonna talk about ghosting, and I think the following week we may do two more solos for each of us, and then come back and do our regularly. I don't know why I sound like that. Scheduled program where we are together on the beanbag talking about what we need to talk about. It didn't feel right. I couldn't even sit on the beanbag today because I was like, yo, I miss Delary. What in the world? But today I want to talk about partner relationships with their in-laws. And I thought about this, just came across because it's been a lot of conversation lately about a video that had went viral on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, everything, and people even were talking about it on the radio. So I may insert the snippet if I can find the snippet, but if not, I want to give you guys a little bit of background. So in the video,
what's going on here? Like, why she in the front seat? And I get that that's your mom and everything, but like, you going to the back, right?
No, absolutely not.
Why? What are you talking about? I'm your wife. Are you serious right now? We gotta keep having these type of conversations. Every time I link up with your mother, is always a problem. I'm in his life now, so why are you still here?
I'm always gonna be
okay, but go to the back fucking seat. I'm your wife. I'm your fucking wife. And this is my car. But this is my car. Why do I gotta?
Babe, I understand we went in this together, but babe, that's my mom. I haven't seen her since Corona.
He came from
my car. No, but every time she's around, you switch up.
Nah, I'm just saying.
Stop being a mama's boy.
I love you and I love mom. I love both of y'all.
Go to the back.
Babe,
Go to the back
babe,
seat.
Mom, please.
Go to the back seat. No, I'm so tired of this shit. Go to the back.
Babe.
You could be his mother, cool, but go to the back.
Babe, I love both of
I
y'all,
always got this.
just to sum it all up really quickly, basically there's a man, his mother is in the front seat. The man gets out the front seat because the young lady, his girlfriend or fiance, wife, whatever, partner, she was upset about the mother being in the front seat and she wanted the mother to get in the back seat. And apparently she said, why should she have to sit in the back seat of her own car? So maybe he was driving her car and she felt like, why am I riding in the back seat of a car I'm paying for? And you know, basically your mother always does this, and you know, so it was a lot of people calling each other out their names and stuff like that, getting loud in broad daylight. So that's what made me want to talk about this, because I've talked about it, I've looked at it on Twitter, and I've seen how people reacted to it, and I wanted to give not necessarily my reaction but my thoughts and kind of dissect into the topic a little further. So I did take some key points over here, just to keep me on task and so that I can make sure to cover everything that I want to talk about. So the first question I wanted to pose, and just to give you a little insight, people don't know if it was staged, if it was a skit, or if it was like an actual occurrence, because they did have a camera out there who caught everything, and then there was a friend in the background doing all her little giggling and chuckling. So it kind of made us think, okay, this is staged, this is a skit. So the first question I wanted to pose was, does your mom or dad, your parent, get the front seat when riding with a partner? When riding with their partner or your partner? So, me personally, I think this is completely circumstantial. There are many situations that could occur where it's like, you know, it's not always just have manners or, you know, be respectful, respect the elders. It's not always the case, because sometimes there are so many situations where parents and in-laws are intrusive. Point that I wanted to state was, it's important that both parties in a relationship understand the family dynamic. It is very important. Are we dealing with somebody who is a mama's boy? Are we dealing with someone who is a mama's girl, a daddy's boy, a daddy's girl? Are the parents intrusive? You know, do the parents try to control the relationship? Does the mother just hate everybody you date? Does the dad just look down and be like, ugh, why are you dating that person? You know, so that is a thing. And I want to kind of give I'll actually go through these 2 points again. These last 2 points. Do the parents approve of your partner? Because that could determine how your partner in turn feels about your parents. Because if I know, and I did deal with this, but if I know that your parent doesn't like me, do you think that goes into people not giving others a chance? Do you think that if you don't have a, loving, close-knit family, I'm not going to date you? We are not compatible with each other, because that lets me know who you are as a person. So are we prejudging people based on their family ties, their family relationships? And I want people to take into consideration that it's not always black and white. There's always a lot of gray area, and you never know what people are going through. We just never know how people were raised, and I guess as you get to know a person, you do figure that out. But I would hope you don't start to get to know someone and realize, oh my gosh, you're not close to your brother, or you're not close to your mother or your father. We can't be together because I'm a mama's boy. And it's just like their mother's side actually really were cool, and they took me in, and we didn't necessarily hang around a lot, but when we did, it was cool. It was fine. The energy was great. That person was really close to their mother, and I personally felt a certain way just because this person's mother would actually be dishonest for them. So I didn't automatically say, okay, F you, I don't like you, I don't like your mother. It just was like, I kind of know, It's so funny because I want to think of something I saw where it was like, the mother would really smile in your face and know that the child is doing dirt behind your back. But then the father's side, he actually didn't approve of me. He didn't think I was good enough for his son. And he told me, he told me that. And I'm just like, oh, wow, that kind of sucks. And it kind of hurt because it's like, I'm literally in my own right, and what I feel like I'm doing my thing, and I'm low-key feeling like, oh, I have to prove to his dad that I am this person, I am great, and I'm just like, no, we have the same level of education. I'm doing my own thing. I support myself. My own ride, my own home, everything is in my name. I pay all my own bills, literally. So I just was like, but why do I have to try to prove that to somebody? Why do I have to say, I'm great and you should see it? No. But the front seat. Who's entitled to the front seat? Do you think that once you are married or with someone else that they are now the priority? Or does your parent still come first? Do your parents still come first before your partner or your spouse or your significant other, however we want to name it? So, who comes first? Who's priority in your life once you are married or in a relationship, a serious relationship that's going towards marriage? Also, have you ever been in a situation where the parents were intrusive and they were controlling and they did have a tight hold on your partner? And how did that affect your relationship?